So the big nerd playground known as CES was in Las Vegas this week. I am not in Las Vegas. This is actually the first time since 2010 that I haven't actually been there. And you know what? I'm okay with that. My waistline is happier for it. My wallet's a little happier for it. So I'll tell you a little secret. The vast majority of everything coming out of CES this week isn't ready yet. It won't be ready for, I don't know, at least 6 months, later this year, if ever. So it's actually as easy to cover a press release as it is from your couch as it is from a casino. It's just, you know, nowhere near as much fun. So anyway, here's the stuff I actually care about coming out of CES this year. No, it's not robots, it's not driverless cars. It's actually stuff you're gonna be able to buy later this year. So hang on, let's go take a look. Thing number one, wireless Android Auto. This is kind of my big sort of pet project, is to get everyone I know, you guys out there too, please don't touch your phone while you're driving. Just put it down, it'll be okay. So in my car, I use Android Auto, and I've been using it for a couple years now, and I tell you, it's really good. It's easily the best infotainment system I've ever used. But, as a whole bunch of us have found out off and on over the years, and this depends on a lot of things, there can be connection problems. It might have to do with your phone, it might have to do with the cable, it might have to do with the head unit you're plugging it into, but it has happened. And wireless Android Auto is gonna take care of that. Now, Google actually announced it, what, a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, at its Google I/O developer conference. We're now just starting to see the first aftermarket head units. Pioneer has a couple, JVC Kenwood has a couple, and yeah, eventually it will be built into new cars and maybe even retrofitted into existing cars that also have Wi-Fi connections. We'll just have to see. One other software announcement on this front that came out this week is that an updated Google Assistant is now working with Android Auto. Before it was the old Google Now style thing, even though they look the same. Anyway, it'll just work better. So speaking of Google Assistant, I've mentioned that it was coming to a bunch of connected speakers as well, and that's great. If you haven't already, go watch my video on the Google Home Max. That sort of thing, only from other manufacturers than Google. But even better is that we're gonna get it on devices with a display, a lot like the Amazon Echo Show. Go watch my video on the Amazon Echo Show. I was super excited about it when it came out. It's kind of fallen flat since, right? The headlines that it shows you all the time suck, they're useless. You can't watch YouTube on it anymore because Amazon and Google are fighting, and we see why. And basically it's just kind of a big, expensive Alexa in my kitchen. But finally, later this year, eventually, we're gonna see this new stuff from Google with Google Assistant built in and some displays. That's all based off the Android Things platform, which is sort of Android for the Internet of Things. So Lenovo has the Smart Display. It's got a couple of them actually. There's an 8-incher for $200 and a 10-incher for $250. So LG has this horribly named Think, THINQ, WK9 that'll come out later this year. And we've also got displays coming from JBL and Sony. So a couple other things that came out of CES that actually I think are really cool, if not very practical and likely to end up in your house. And no, they're still not robots. There's the new version of the HTC Vive virtual reality system. It's got a higher resolution, and that means everything that you see in front of your eyes in this virtual world is gonna be a lot clearer. I tell you, this still isn't the sort of thing that everyone is gonna run out and buy. It's still expensive, still requires a full computer. But I tell you, if you ever get the chance to demo it, do it. It is just ridiculously cool. There's also Project Linda from Razer, which I know our friend Mr. Mobile is going nuts about. It's yet another attempt to turn a phone that nobody actually is buying into a laptop, which nobody ever really wants to do. I mean, yeah, look, it's still very cool. It's just not all that practical and not something we're gonna see happen in any real numbers. All right, now this is pretty badass. It's a 65-inch HDR gaming display that NVIDIA has teamed up with a bunch of manufacturers to make. It's got NVIDIA Shield baked into it, and that means Android TV. And they're working with Acer, HP, and Asus to make them, and we'll see them toward the back half of the year. Not gonna be cheap. All right, one more, and this looks way cool. but I have a feeling it's not gonna be nearly as simple as they're making it look. It's this cool touchscreen light switch coming from a company called Brilliant. They start at a couple $100 a pop, but apparently they can control all sorts of stuff, Sonos in your lights and do intercom things. But let's face it, unless you're building a new home maybe, or are just super nerdy, probably not something you're gonna spend that much money on in your house. But damn, that's cool. So that's it for all the cool stuff that I've seen announced at CES this year. If I missed something, if there's something really cool you want me to take a look at, let me know. But yeah, I'll definitely be playing with some of this when it's finally released. But I tell you, it was kind of nice to, not be in the desert this year and escape the blackout and to just cover it from the comfortable couch in my own home. So that's it. If you haven't subscribed to Modern Dad already, do it. But even more important, please go tell your friends. Word of mouth, super important. Share this video. Give it a thumbs up, all that cool stuff. Lots more coming in 2018. Catch you later.